Moving on. Okay. Lack of accountability. Okay. So this one's pretty cool because it's really easy to think that we don't, that, okay, yeah, I'm held accountable by God, right? Well, yeah, you are, but you also are given a really nice, beautiful blessing in your life, and it's the fellowship. It's the church, right? It's Christians, it's your brothers and sisters, and it's the people you love in your life. Uh, Again, going back to a marriage, for example, when my husband and I, when we were first starting out, getting to know each other and things like that, I had a lot of bad habits because I've just always been like the type of person like, oh yeah, no, I say what I want to say and this or that, and there's nothing wrong with telling the truth, but in the way I was, it was like, it's ridiculous. Oh my goodness, if you can go back in time, right? It was to just sort of like, yeah, man, I can hang. I'm tough and this or that. But a lot of the way I was talking was not very respectful to my husband. It wasn't ways that were making him feel comfortable. Not that he didn't, it wasn't always this way. It was just more like when I'm being like this tough person. Anyways. So he told me, he was like, I don't like it when you talk like that, and uh of course, but it I got I got offended, I got hurt, right? My ego was a bit shattered, and I just felt like, what? I've never had a problem with this before. Nobody's ever told me like the way I talk's a problem, right? But it got in me, right? He definitely speaking speaking to me about something that bothered him held me accountable because I love him and I want to honor him and respect him. And when the Lord gets a hold of your heart, even in that ego mode, right? You start to recognize like, well, is it so bad what my husband wants? I mean, he wants me to respect him and he doesn't want me to talk like this. And is that like the worst thing in the world for me to give up talking in a certain way? And this accountability, it ate at me. And this isn't the only time. Okay. There's plenty of times, and I'll try to like find ways where I go through those. Sometimes they're kind of funny. Actually, in most ways, they're pretty funny. But again, accountability is important. When we are gathering in fellowship with other Christians, with our brothers and sisters, we have a lot of sharp edges. Okay. And we are supposed to be in love and in kindness, truthful, and making sure that we're looking for each other's blind spots and able to just help each other along. And over time, you know those sharp edges that we've had, they start to soften. There's an accountability that happens, and when we allow the Lord to work in our lives, especially, through people, through his other children, that accountability really helps us. So, how does that help us with prayer? Well, you know, the same way. You're meeting with your brothers and sisters, and, first off, maybe you recognize that they're really good in their prayer life. They're really good when they speak out loud in their prayers, and maybe you feel a little bit like, oh man, I wish I was good as them. But that allow that to work in you, hold yourself, let that hold you in accountability that what they're doing is right, and it's something you want to grow in, and don't shy away from it. Don't be, well, I'm going to hide out, or I'm not going to make it to the prayer meeting tonight. No, go. And because, I've been saying this a lot lately that uh what is it? Our natural, our flesh desires to be comfortable. And sorry, guys, sorry. I have like a sneeze trying to come sneak up on me. Anyways, our flesh desires comfort, but also that's sort of like package deal of what's being sold. I think you can pick it up at Walmart. It's be comfortable at all cost, and that is causing so many people to just literally kind of even lose those instincts of just like, look, okay, we won't even discipline ourselves, you know, go back a little bit. We won't even discipline ourselves too much if it makes us a little uncomfortable. And I don't remember reading it, but it might be found in the book of First Opinions. But yeah, comfort is so desired that anything that makes us uncomfortable, it's like a sin now. But that's not true. That's not true at all. If something motivates you to strengthen as a Christian, becoming closer to the Lord, what could be wrong with that, you know? So anyway, uh we can get more into accountability for other things as well, and we probably will, but let's go on, okay?